Just be as you are, be as relaxed as you are, and we'll begin this meditation. Our senses may want to pull us in a particular direction. Meditation. Our senses may want to pull us in a particular direction. And if they do, travel with them, but remain an observer. So watch it without feeling that you are the senses, so to speak. So if you hear something, unless it's an emergency, then one should react. But if you know it's something like the cars passing by, people playing outside, people chatting outside, the chirping of the birds, in my home, because we have an open plan house, you can always hear the refrigerator. Maybe you can hear your phone buzzing. Our senses also, they don't have to have direct contact. So for example, like I mentioned with hearing, there is a direct relationship, but there can even be an inference with our taste. So we may recall the taste of a chocolate cake that we desire, or banana bread, or a savory snack. And our mind can even produce that sensation. So whatever the mind comes up with, just watch it. See where those things are coming from the mind. Most likely, they're from the senses. So the whole attempt here is to observe the senses and see where they're taking us. And you want to get to the point where you are centered enough to just watch the senses. You don't go wherever the senses take you now. You're able to pull away and just watch without any attachment, without feeling any compulsion to go towards whatever object the senses are projecting and highlighting. For the next couple of minutes, just watch the senses. Initially start with traveling with them and observe at the same time, and then eventually pull back into observing. If your mind comes up with any images or thoughts, again, go back to observing the senses. When you're ready, go towards the observer and feel the expanse or sense the expanse of the observer. Observe the vastness of the observer. Stay centered in that vastness. Take yourself to the center of the observing, the field of observing. What you should be able to experience is a 360 view of this observing field, or this field of awareness, or field of being, or the field of Om or Ikongar. In this center, although it has no aesthetic quality, it has no color, it has no image, It has no description of any kind. It cannot be described. Yet there is this inexpressible beauty that is there. There is a love here that is indescribable. It's unconditional, independent, free from all conditioning. So you can feel this beauty, and you can feel this love. At the center of this field of awareness, of being. This center is so strong that you cannot love it, but it consumes you into that very love. You become love itself. In this love, there's no darkness, and neither is there light. In this love, there is no form. In this love, there is no existence or non-existence. In this love, there's no birth and there's no death. This love cannot be created by anything or anyone or fashioned in any way. This was the very love that the mystics experienced, like Kabirji, Mirabai, Rumi, Hafiz, the Sufis. In totality with this love, they experienced the highest intoxication. Certainly, one can get drunk by alcohol, but to be drunk with this love, this inexpressible love, is beyond the senses. This love is considered to be otherworldly, yet it is found everywhere in this world. And only when we come to this center of awareness, of being in this field of awareness, do we realize that it is in this world. So if you feel the intoxication of love, of this field, enjoy it. Partake in it. And if there's hesitancy, just observe the hesitancy. And as you observe this hesitancy, this unconsumable intoxication will somehow be consumed by you. You will somehow consume it and feel that intoxication. Some have referred to this intoxication as ecstasy. Ecstasy is that happiness which is boundless. If you lose yourself in this, go ahead. Take the leap. But remember, you will always come back to this body. Sometimes our mind can play tricks, but don't go with the trick. If you need to take the leap, you take the leap. For all you will be doing is taking a leap into your true self, your true being. This field of awareness is yourself. This field of intoxication, of ecstasy, is your true being, your true self. When people ask how can one be devoted to the formless, to Nirguna Brahman, this is it. This is Nirguna Bhakti. Just stay in this field of observing and awareness. Experience the beauty that you are. Experience the love that you are. Feel the ecstasy, for you are that. As Hafiz was drunk in the tavern, the tavern you could call as this meditation. Or Brahman, the highest self. And the wine that he got drunk from was the direct experience of awareness. And in that awareness, Hafiz was drunk, intoxicated, in ecstasy. It's in this wonder that Kabirji spoke his poetry. thinking of Kabirji. I think this saying is attributed to him, that nobody could tell the difference between himself and Ram, meaning nobody could tell the difference between Kabirji and Ram, this Lord, this Brahman, this Nirguna Brahman, Par Brahm. It's very deep. A very deep thought of this immaculate oneness. It is of the one being the one. And right now, in this ecstasy, there is no difference between you and Ram. And there is nobody else, because all are this union of you and Ram. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes.